When Jesus is with them, fear turns to joy. And that joy is an understanding of this new life. Now, they haven't put all the pieces together yet. They have to live with this reality for a while before they start to understand it. But that's a big deal, right? They start to understand the resurrection of Jesus. We'll unpack that a little bit more in a second. But John 20 is also something else happening here. John does not have Pentecost in his story. This is the closest story John has to Pentecost. And I think if you can hear it as a sort of Pentecost story, it's really cool. Luke has two versions of Pentecost, sort of. And the one that we're really familiar with is in Acts, right? But John has Jesus showing up in a room that used to be full of fear with locked doors and his disciples there. And Jesus does something, right? What does Jesus do? He breathes on them, it says. Right? And here we get this sort of fun play on words that goes all the way back to the beginning of creation in Genesis 1, where the word for breath and wind and spirit are the same word. Right? They're the same word in Hebrew, they're the same word in Greek, they're the same word in Latin, they're the same word in Aramaic. Jesus spirits on them. Right? Jesus breathes on them his Holy Spirit. That's the way most of our translations try to get us to get our head around what's happening here. And he sends them out into the world. And he says, in the same way that I was sent out, I'm sending you out. That's what happens. And they receive that Spirit. That's John's Pentecost moment, right? And that's what they're going to spend the rest of their life unpacking, what happened in that room.